What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up, y'all? This Uncle Dave. No rules. Hey, listen. What I'm calling this thing is Sunday Reset Reflect. Alright? I think there's something everybody need to do after your long week at work. Stay-at-home moms with the kids, cooking, whatnot, and all that. Some of y'all might be up right now, getting ready for church, or just getting ready for work. Some people work weekends. It's all good. But what I think everybody needs to start doing now is having a day where they just reflect on the week past and reset for the week coming. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me. I mean, so this way we don't carry in all the negativity or whatever we went through in the past week. Now, some of us have great weeks. If you had a great week, reflect on that and carry it into the next week. You feel me? I mean, it's about really protecting your mental health at this point. I mean, we say it all the time. I need to protect my energy. I'm staying away from this one. I'm staying away from that one. Alright, so what we gonna do is me, you. Every Sunday I'm gonna sit down with y'all and we gonna talk. You know what I mean? It's a let's talk thing. Because see, everybody doesn't have the resources for mental health professionals, therapists, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody's insurance don't pay for therapists, or you can't afford it out of pocket. So guess what? We can do this together. You understand me? Like, I completely 100% welcome comments, things like that. And if it's cool with y'all, in my next week's vlog, I'll read them back. You know what I mean? Somebody might be going through something that you're going through and you can't verbalize it, and I read it out. Okay, cool. I went through the same thing last week. This is how I handled it. You know what I mean? So basically, what I'm talking about is mental self-defense. Same way people go to self-defense classes and things like that. Got to start training mentally. I still got my Eagles gear on. You know what I mean? Just like they out training all week long for this playoffs, we got to train constantly to protect our mental health. You feel me? I mean, it's like an exercise. So, like I said, try not to carry any negative stuff from last week into this week. Just like I'm hoping the Eagles don't carry the fact that quarterback was hurt. You mean we might have to use the backup? No, because we still won. You winning every time you wake up and take that breath. As long as you wake up and take a breath, man, you're winning. So definitely don't drag the negative energy into the next week. Not even the next day. I mean, for me, not even the next minute or the next hour. You feel me? Like if I'm going through something at work, Clown Town as I call it, everybody got the job with the clowns. And I'm not necessarily calling everybody clowns. You feel me? I just call my job Clown Town. And it's a constant battle protecting your mental health. I mean, just walking down the street, going to the store, whatever, somebody trying you, somebody bumping into you in the market, things like that. Nah. Like I said, let's just chill, take a breath, use this day, Sunday. And I know my ladies up and my men getting ready for church right now. Take this with you. Then whatever words you hear from the preacher, whatever, combine all that, you know what I mean? Sit down. And some people do better with like writing things down. Like I know a lot of people keep journals. And my men, my guys, take pointers from your wives, your significant others, or whatever. They always have mental health days. They'll call it, hey, I'm taking a spa day, a self-care day. When y'all do that, reflect on everything that's going on. Even you upstairs in the bathtub, they're reflecting on what's going downstairs with the kids and with you, my man, when you get home from work, what you want to eat and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to all my stay-at-home moms, awesome. I believe there's not a salary in the world that actually can pay y'all enough. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Protecting your mental health, man, and just going into the next week, the next hour, the next minute, and kind of letting go of whatever negative energy you had the week before, and just don't drag it into next week, because you basically start. All right, tell you what, listen here, started flip-flop, but you know how you at work and somebody comes in and you say, hey, good morning, how you doing? And their response is, oh, I'm okay, I'll get better. And you like, damn, like it's 7 o'clock in the morning. They drug whatever negative energy from the night before, from the week before, into this next week. So guess what? You already on the downslide going into the next week. No, let's try to fix that. You feel me? Mental self-defense. So even when you see a person like that, sometimes that might affect your energy. Like, oh boy, here we go. I got to deal with Miss Sandra. No, just, okay, good, whatever. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you're dragging whatever you went through, or she might have went through something this morning at home and brought it to work with her. You understand me? So it's about, even with your significant others, kids, or whatever, you're going to go through stuff, man, every day. We all do. Life ain't easy. This is hard. But all I'm saying is, just try to have that switch where you can click on and click off, so you don't drag that negative energy into even the next room. I'm serious. If you're going through something and you and your significant other have a little spat, little argument or whatever, you walk from the kitchen to the dining room, try to cut it off. On your way upstairs, think of some words you might say to deflect or turn the volume down on the situation before you come back downstairs. Oh, listen, this is a straight disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or form a mental health professional. But like I said before, some of us can't afford to talk to a therapist, so we need to start talking to each other. And definitely, sometimes the best place for me is in my head to talk to myself. And a lot of people say, no, get out your head, get out your head. I mean, I think maybe I'm bright enough or intelligent enough where I can give myself pretty decent answers. A lot of us are. Try it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of us can't go to somebody else and talk. Even me sitting here talking to y'all right now, believe it or not, this is a form of therapy for me. Dead ass. I mean, my wife and I talk all the time. We got to a point in our relationship, we've been together long enough where we can express ourselves to each other. But sometimes you got to try it out on yourself. Think before you speak. You might be wanting to have a conversation where you might not agree with something that y'all talked about yesterday or last week. Or I don't like the paint color, but I don't want to tell her. And no, talk to yourself and kind of, you know what I mean? Go through the answers that you might get to the questions that you'll ask, depending on how you ask them. Nobody wants to be talked down to or talked at. Everything's a conversation. So start having conversations even at home, so you don't create a negative space. Because guess what? You got to live there. You got to wake up and come downstairs. You can't get up and just leave and leave forever. So let's start even treating each other better. But back to what this vlog is about. And this is the first of many. And trust me, right now it's like 6:13 a.m. So I get up on the weekends at 3:30 a.m. around the time I got to be to work during the week. So y'all can trust and believe I'm going to be right here. Y'all subscribe. You get the notifications when you get up in the morning. Yup, you can hear some of this word just to remind you, like, yeah, let me reflect on last week or reflect on last night before he or she gets up and we're on the same negative planet that we were when we went to sleep last night. You feel me? But mostly, this is for like when you got to get up and start your week, even if it's just like I said, stay-at-home moms, getting up, talking to your kids, how you treat your kids, how you start your day or start your week is basically how your family starts their day or their week, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom. Like I said, I keep harping, I give you a lot of props. Because now, if you got that negative energy from yesterday, from work, whatever, you're injecting that into your kids or your husband before they start their day, before you send them off to school, before your husband goes to work. You get what I'm saying? If you got it, it's almost impossible for you not to give it to them. So straighten yourself out. Once again, mental self-defense. Always protect your mental energy, because you don't want them leaving out with the negative energy that you gave them from the week before. You don't want to get to work tomorrow and be that person when somebody say, hey, how was your weekend? It was okay. First of all, nobody wants to hear that shit in the beginning of the week. I'm serious. Because now you putting that negative energy onto somebody else. You don't know how they're going to carry it throughout the rest of their day. You understand me? Just like you don't want anybody putting it on you, trying to put it on anybody else. And most of all, don't put it on yourself. You understand me? Like, stop carrying that. It's like a backpack. Like you put it back. Remember when we were kids? Some of us, I'm not that old, but when we literally used to have books in school and not just a laptop, you remember how heavy that backpack used to be? Like, oh my God, like almost breaking your shoulders carrying it to school. Imagine the negative energy as that heavy backpack that you carry to school every single day. Who wants to walk around like that? And trust me, we have people like I said, if you're in a space where listening to somebody's vlog on YouTube or whatever doesn't help, by all means, seek some professional help. Because I understand mental health is a real thing. It's real. You understand me? But unpack that somehow. Don't carry that backpack around with y'all all day, every day, man. Find your sweet spot. Find your sweet spot. And even if it is, sometimes we all need to get away from the kids, from the job, your husband, your wife, whoever, your mate, your partner, and just go somewhere and chill. Lock yourself in the bathroom. And like I said, women, y'all good at this. I'm just going to have a self-care day. My wife might be upstairs in the tub with the door closed for hours. I'm like, this turned into like a self-care weekend because she'll do it the next day. But I get it. Sometimes you need that. And it might be something that she doesn't want to talk about right then and there. Or it may just be, no, everything's cool. Everything's leveled out. This is just what I need to do for me. So whenever you find that something that settles you, it might be just on social media, watching something, laughing, joking, watching TV, your favorite TV show, putting your headphones on, blocking out all the noise, listening to some music, whatever it is, man. Start finding your sweet spot. You feel me? But be conscious of what it is, and if you don't have it, find it. Find your little hobby or whatever where you can get away and just, this is my sweet spot. These are my hours. Get yourself a blackboard or eraser board in the house where you write down, honestly, I'm being dead ass serious, mommy time, daddy time, whatever, where you just are not bothered, because everybody needs that mental space. Sometimes you need to just empty everything out. Sometimes it's after the kids go to bed, after he go to bed, after she go to bed, whatever. You understand me? But anyway, like I was saying, Sunday reset and reflect. So reflect on last week, and it might be, okay, you had a little beef or whatever with, I ain't gonna say Miss Sandra again, because I got a Miss Sandra that work on my job and she might watch this, and then we got beef. So she might be the one that's always saying, yo, where's Steve at? Because these trash cans ain't been emptied in about 2 hours. They've been overflowing. And you, Steve, of course, you got your little ducky spot in the locker room, wherever, where you chill, and the manager coming to get you. Steve, what's up with these trash cans? And you know it was Miss T who said something. You understand me? So, okay, tomorrow morning, you go to work. Here go Miss T. Good morning, Miss T. Hi, Steve. Don't even let that carry through the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Miss T, I just want to come give you a hug, you know what I mean? And you might whisper in her ear, I know what you did last summer. Oh, nah, don't do that. But basically, you know what I mean? Show her that, yo, we're not going to do this week. Because you might actually have just been in the bathroom taking a long dump. Who knows? But I'm rambling on now. But like I said is, remember, reflect on last week. And if you had a great week, carry it into this week. If you had something negative, you know what those spots are. You know what those hot spots are. You know what I'm saying? Triggers. So stay away from them, or just better learn how to handle them before they happen. Like, it's my favorite word is wrong. So in your mind, somebody coming at you with something negative, wrong, I'm not doing that. I'm going to deflect that today because I'm going to have a good week, or I'm going to have a good day. So anyway, in closing, protect your mental health and start practicing mental self-defense. You understand me? I mean, if you got to read up on something, there's a lot of stuff out here on the web where you can read up on mental exercises and things like that. Things just to, you know, calm you and quiet your mind and stuff like that while you're at work, man. Because Clown Town ain't no joke. Clown Town can be at home. It ain't got to be a job. You understand me? But anyway, listen, this is Unc Dave, and this is my first joint. This is somewhat like a pilot. You know, they have a pilot for a new show or whatever. So I'm going to see how this thing go, man. And I'm going to keep talking. I just want to see, you know, y'all get back to me, like I said, in the comments section. Let me know how y'all like this, what y'all think can be done better. But most of all, if you have a comment and you want to talk about something, just hit me up with it. You know what I mean? I won't post nothing, I ain't saying no names or whatever, but I'll just put it out there in the universe. And like I said, if somebody else is feeling the same thing, they comment back. And guess what? This thing turns around like a wheel, and we all talking to each other after a while. You feel me? Anyway, go ahead, get yourself ready for work. Get yourself ready for church. Hope y'all getting something out of the sermon today, something that touches you. Peace and blessings.
Won't you talk to me, oh yeah. Won't you talk